had a SEAL come back from a deployment where he was going in that no one knew in the country. We didn't even know at work they were leaving. They left, they came back, and they were successful. The thing was, when he came back, he came into my office and he sat down and he started crying. And he said to me, he goes, Mike, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't get out of bed in the morning. A Navy SEAL. I can't get out of bed in the morning. I've got no energy. I can't get up to work out. I don't want to shoot my gun, which is really weird. I can't do anything. And he said, what's wrong with me? And then he said to me, he goes, when I was walking out the door and I said goodbye to my family, I knew I wasn't coming home. It wasn't even a question. Can you imagine that? Going to work, saying goodbye to your wife and your kids, and knowing you weren't coming home at the end of the day. But he did, and he didn't know how to handle it. That was part of his problem. There was more. So what we have to do is we have to be still and know. Be still and know that God is there, and being still allows us to connect with God. Productivity in the kingdom many times is just being quiet and listen for God's healing spirit. If you need more help, see a counselor. We are constantly telling our guys, you've got to go see someone to offload some of this stuff. If you have a small group, if you have people, if you have brothers in arms, and I have some new ones in this church here this morning just because of this weekend, you need to share life. You know, one of the things that hit me over the weekend when I was with these guys is that Jesus just wants to share in your life. Man, it's crazy to me. Think about that. Take it to your mentors. Take it to your people. Share your story and ask for healing prayer. Who are you? You are a child of the living God. What is your purpose? To create a culture in your area of operations that is aimed at freeing the oppressed. What are the missions? At the very least, it's your family, your workplace, and your community. How do you do it? You prepare for the mission, engage in the mission, rest, recover, and heal from the mission. And there's one more piece, repeat. Seek God, let Him change you, adapt, and endure till the day when you finally get to meet Him and you can say, Jesus, I did everything I could. That's what I want for my life. That's what I want for my kids' lives, my wife, and you. We need you. In his book, Don't Waste Your Life, John Piper discusses the unbelievable sacrifice that 1,688 Marines took when they went to an island called Iwo Jima in World War II to try to get control of it. They were stepping into a meat grinder, and they had 22,000 hardened, angry, backs against the wall. Enemies always fight harder when their backs are against the wall, by the way. Ready to meet these guys, 20,000. And they had set up, they were entrenched, they were ready, and they were going to fight to the last man. But yet these men went. These men stepped into this meat grinder because of something many of us have lost sight of. Duty and purpose towards a cause bigger than ourselves. Duty and purpose for a cause that's bigger than ourselves. In Piper's words, it was a high cause, and the courageous sacrifice was stunning. Stunning is a pretty appropriate word, but let's be honest. There are no words to explain that. And I can only imagine the incredible fear and doubt that swirled in their hearts. Nevertheless, they went, ready or not, and they gave their all so that you and I can have the lives that we enjoy. Sounds a lot like somebody else I know by the name of Jesus. Piper concluded the story with this observation. He said, in wartime, sinners often rise to remarkable levels of sacrifice that cannot compare with Christ. The greatest cause in the world is joyfully rescuing people from hell, meeting their earthly needs, making them glad in God, and doing it with a kind, serious pleasure that makes Christ look like the treasure that he is. Listen to this carefully. No war on earth was ever fought for a greater cause or a greater king. No war has ever been fought for something better than that. We have been given life, and it's amazing. It's an amazing gift of life from the God of the universe. He breathed life into you. Why would you not want to give it back to him? And why did he do it? He gave it out of love, a love that knows no bounds and longs for relationship, complete union with all people. Have you ever noticed that Jesus never said, I am the truth, the way, and the religion? Why in the world do we reduce him down to a religion? He said something else. He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus is not only for Sunday services on Sunday morning at the church. He is life. Y'all, I had to say that because I'm Florida now. I think I'm Southern. Jesus Christ is so much more than a church. He is so much more than a book, and he's more than a denomination. He loves all, and he is the most trustworthy teacher on the subject of life. He is life, and he is here in your heart. He is part of you. He sees what you see. He hears what you hear. He feels what you feel. You ever think about that? It's mind-blowing. In your heart, without him, we don't know our true selves because we are not our true selves without him, right? Life is not truly life without the author of life. If this is all true, then he is worth the fight. He's worth the fight to let him change the center of your beings. De oppresso liber. Free the oppressed, free oneself from oppression. Let him do it. He's worth the fight and sacrifice it takes to bring his kingdom to our area of operations so we can help others to find the same freedom that he leads us to. If it's true that all people are made, if it's true that all people are made in the image of God, then all people on the planet are worth the fight and the sacrifice. He didn't put you here just to survive. He put you here to thrive. This is a call to arms. A call to action. Come out of your comfort zone and complacency. Embrace the greatest cause the history has ever known and take responsibility for your area of operations. You're a son of the living God. You are a son of the God of the, you're a daughter of the God of the living. So live. You are dangerous. Go forth, change the world, make it more look like heaven. Let's get to work, guys.